Good morning, day 18 of Awesome Adventures, packing up the Mini yet again so that we can head out of Great Falls and to Glacier National Park. So stay tuned. From what I've seen of Montana, it really just reminds me of the North Rocky Sea because it is just brown and kind of flat but a little hilly. It's really dull. It's giving Wyoming a run for its money as far as dull landscapes go. Cow crossing. Hello cows. What are you doing? You must be away from your ranch. So there is a forest fire burning in Glacier right now. You can see the smoke over there. Just got to Glacier National Park and just found our campsite, which is gonna be here for the night amongst these beautiful trees. And that means that we can set up our tent style again, which we weren't able to do in Yellowstone. So we're gonna quickly set up camp in a very basic fashion, and then I think we're gonna go do some exploring. Quick update from the tent style from Glacier National Park. Perhaps for the last time, we were gonna stay here for a couple of nights, but now it's looking likely that it'll just be the one. The forest fire that we saw when we were driving in to the park has doubled in size today and is, because of a change in wind direction, heading straight for this campground at the moment, which means that this campground that we're at is the next to be evacuated. They're not evacuating it right now, but a very lovely ranger just came by and did warn us to be cautious about it and that it could potentially happen tomorrow. So this is a new problem. I've never been evacuated for a forest fire before. So the trail we were gonna do, the Avalanche Lake Trail, seems to be closed right here for an emergency. That emergency being the forest fire that's burning very nearby right now. So kind of a bummer, but I guess we don't want to burn alive today, or so Birdie tells me we don't want to do that. So I guess we're gonna go find somewhere else to hike. We drove to a different campground because there's a ranger talk on mountain lions, which I really want to go to tonight. We got some ice cream. And we're just taking a leisurely stroll now because the forest fire prospect is kind of daunting. They did tell us that we could just get a couple hours of notice and then we will be evacuated. So there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do to control a fire, or a forest fire especially. So we're just gonna hope that's all good through the night, and then we're gonna get up and get going tomorrow and figure out our change of plans. So nature is awesome. Nature is powerful. Nature is totally ruining my experience right now, but it's fine. And we'll see what happens. We just finished our ranger talk about the cats in the park. They have lynxes and bobcats and mountain lions standing by a lake at this campground, and you can see the smoke from the forest fire behind me. It smells a little bit like a bonfire, and you can see the colors are pretty vivid, but the fire itself is over there. You can kind of see the orange light now too. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. You can definitely see it in person. That also happens to be where our campsite is. So fingers crossed that the road hasn't been closed and we can at least get back to our tent, and fingers crossed we don't get evacuated tonight because that would really suck. We made it back to our tent style, ready for bed. The fire is quite near. It's a tiny bit smoky in the campsite. So far no evacuation though. Tomorrow is a different story. So until then, please remember to subscribe, see if we get evacuated or not, and go have some non-fire related awesome adventures.